Hey students, Mr. Roberts here. We're going to start our lesson is 5.3b and it's on unit price today. So if you think back to yesterday's assignment, it was unit rates, and now we're going to be doing the same thing, but it's more of a problem solving activity. So let's get to it. All right, as always, we are going to look at your bell work first. So let's take a look at this. So it says write an equivalent expression for each situation. I have x plus x plus x. Well, how many x's do I have there? That is 3. 3x. Okay, so if we look at the next one here, it says 4x plus 8y. Well, those can't go together, so it's done. X's can't go with y's, so we are going to just leave it like that. The next one, we are going to use distributive property. So 3 times 2x is 6x, and 3 times 4y is 12y. Now, because again, we have the x and the y, they can't go together, so my expression is complete. All right, number 2, use a tape diagram to solve this situation. At a fruit stand, there is a total of 66 pieces of fruit. The ratio of apples to oranges is 4 to 7. How many apples are there? Okay, so let's write down the things that we know. We are comparing apples to oranges, but there's something other that we have to look at here. It's talking about total, so we are also having to take the total into consideration. So what do we know? We know that we have apples that is 4, oranges that's 7, and when we add those together, we get 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So there's a total of 11 pieces of fruit. And that's what we care about. That's one of the things we care about. It wants us to now say how many apples are there. So we're comparing the apples to the total. And we know that there's 4 apples, and there is a total of 11 pieces of fruit, and we are trying to get to 66. So how did the 11 turn into 66? We times it by 6, so we're going to times the 4 by 6, and we get 24. There are 24 apples. All right, moving on. Wants the area of both this triangle and the rectangle. I am going to use a calculator because it looks like we have some decimals we're dealing with here. So let's first of all take a look at this rectangle. We're going to go 7.6 times 11 and 25 hundredths, and we get 85.5 or 85 and a half feet squared. Now, what did we use to do that? We used base times height, and that gave me the area. Now, the formula for the triangle is a little bit different. We're going to use base times height divided by 2, and that will give me the area. So let's just get the calculator out again, and we're going to go base is 14 times 8 and 3/10, and then we are going to divide it by 2, and we get 58 and 1/10 inches squared. So there are my answers for the bell work for today. Let's move on. There are no notes because we already talked about unit rate, so we're now going to just work into your practice. And you can see that these are just story problems that we got to work through. So let's take a look at number 1. You can buy 4 granola bars for $3.72 or 6 granola bars for $5.22. So we're really looking at what is the better buy. Which one per granola bar, which one are we paying less? And we're going to use the same principle that we used yesterday. We're going to go $3.72 divided by 6. Or you can say, we're comparing granola bars to money. So I'm getting the money on top, granola bars on bottom. I want to know how much it is for one. So that's really what we're doing here. And because of this being a 1, we can just take the $3.72 and divide it by 6, and it gives me 62 cents for this one. Now let's do the other one. We've got $5.22, and we're dividing it by 6. So let's try that on the calculator. And we get 87 cents on this one. So you can see that the better buy is the 4 granola bars for $3.72. So if you're going to be entering this into GoFormative, you would say it's 62 cents is the better buy. So number 2, you can buy 20 ounces of cereal for $4.40 or 16 ounces of the same brand for $3.68. Which is the better buy? So again, we're just practicing this $4.40 divided by 20 because we're comparing money to ounces. And then we're going to take the same thing over here, $3.68, and divide it by 16. So here we go. We're going to go $4.40 divided by 20, and we get this one is 22 cents. This one over here is going to be $3.68 divided by 16, and it gives me 23 cents. So you can see which one's the better buy here. It's this one over here because it's 1 cent cheaper per ounce. Okay, number 3, a supermarket had bags of red grapes for $27.09 for 7. They also had bags of green grapes priced at $14.96 for 4. Which type of grape is most expensive? So we're really, we're really comparing a comparison here. So we're talking about red grapes and we're talking about green grapes. Now under this red grapes, we know that it's $27.09 for 7 bags. So again, we're comparing money to bags. And over here on this one, we're comparing $14.96 for 4 bags. So we just have to use division to figure out what the unit rate is for this. And we're going to go $27.09 divided by 7. And we get $3.87 for a bag of red grapes. And $14.96 divided by 4, $3.47 for the green grapes. So, which is the better buy? Your green grapes are your better buy because it is cheaper. Moving on, let's look at number 4. At a comic book convention, vendor 1 was selling a set of 5 comics for $53.10. Vendor 2 was selling a set of 3 comics for $31.71. Which vendor has the higher? We want higher this time. We're not looking for the lowest, we're looking for the highest. So we're kind of flipping the script on you here. And, oh, wait, you know what? Just to check, I wanted to look at number 3 again. I was wrong on number 3, wasn't I? Because it says most expensive. So the words matter. So we don't want this one over here. The red grapes are the most expensive. So you have to pay attention to what it's asking. So hopefully you learned from my mistake right there. So we're going to talk about vendor 1 on this question number 4 and vendor number 2. And the things that we're comparing here are money and books, comic books. So we're going to go for $31.71 for 3. Oh, maybe I did the wrong thing. Well, I keep making mistakes today. $53.10 for 5. And then vendor 2 is $31.71 for 3. So we need to find out how much it is per book. So $53.10 divided by 5, we get $10.62 per 1 comic book. And then on this one here, we are going to go do the same thing in the calculator. $31.71 divided by 3. And we get $10.57. So, which one is which vendor has the higher unit price? Well, this $10.62, so vendor 1 has a higher unit price. Okay, let's look at this last one on this practice. In September, a clothing store had a sale where you could get 3 scarves for $13.35. In October, the price was changed to 5 scarves for $22.65. On which month did a scarf cost the most? So again, we're looking for the higher price here. So we're going to go $13.35 divided by 3, because we're comparing money to scarves. And then on the next one, we are doing $22.65 for 5 scarves. So calculator comes in handy here again. So $13.35 divided by 3. We get $4.45. And this one is $22.65 divided by 5. And we get $4.53. And this is September here, and this is October. So was the price more expensive in September or October? Well, October is where it was the most. Now, I'm going to be honest with you guys. Stores use this all the time to deceive customers into not knowing exactly how much they're paying. Happens all the time. So if you have this knowledge of how to find a unit rate, it's going to help you to save money in the long run. So let's take a look at your assignment now. All right, I was looking at this assignment here, and there's a couple of things on it that I do want you to be aware of. This double number line thing here. Now, if you think about a double number line, maybe if I do this, it'll make you feel a little bit better about stuff. If I was to do this, that might make you feel a little bit better because it's just a ratio table. So what is the key to a ratio table? Simplified ratio. So I'm going to take the ratio it gave me, which is 20 to 6, and I'm going to simplify that guy. 2 goes into it, 10, and 3. So I'm really dealing with a 10 to 3 ratio here. Now I have to ask myself some questions. Like, how did this 3 turn into a 12? Well, I times it by 4. So 4 times 10 is 40. Now, the reason that we're showing you this double number line is because sometimes when we do testing and things like that, you'll be exposed to this. So you need to be aware of how it really works. And so if you just think of it as a ratio table, it makes life quite a bit easier. So this next one, 10 turned into 60. How? It times it by 6. So times the bottom by 6, I get 18. Okay, again, how did this 10 turn into an 8? I times it by 8. 8 times 3, 24. And this next one, this 3 turned into a 30 because I times it by 10. 10 times 10, 100. Okay, so that's the only thing that I can see right there that may be a little bit different to you because you haven't been exposed to that yet. So here it's going to ask you to do the same thing. So I would suggest turning that into a ratio table and then doing it. And then number 9, it wants you to use this information to make a ratio table or to make a double number line. So think about it as a ratio table, but write it down as a double number line. And then you look at these numbers down here. It's doing what we did on the practice. It's asking you which is the better buy. What is the unit rate? Better buy. Circle the better deal. That means the same thing as better buy. And lower unit price. So it looks like all of these are what is the lowest price. None of them are asking you for the higher price. So Anyway, you just kind of have to be aware of that and use some reading comprehension skills to see what it's asking. All right, guys, good luck. If you need any help, be sure to ask and make sure you enter your answers into Go Formative. Till next time, see ya.